Entitled cops are accustomed to abusing their power, but what happens when they finally face consequences? Here are 4 times when entitled cops finally got humbled.
He decides to pass me and flip me off!
All right, Spina, I'm sorry.
All right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So the f*** do you think you are? Worried about what I'm doing?
Okay.
This is Officer Matthew Spina from the Connecticut State Police Department. On May 18, 2020, Officer Spina saw a car driven by Kevin A. Jetty on Interstate 95 near New Haven, Connecticut, while pursuing a vehicle that allegedly oversped. Officer Spina pulls over the driver, Mr. Yete, by the side of the road. Watch how Officer Spina reacts in the encounter with Mr. Yete after he lost the initial driver he was after who sped past him.
Hey, could I just ask you why you're riding their butt like that and speeding, man?
I'm running his license plate because everybody else is speeding. Why are you speeding?
I was only going 60.
Speed limit's 40.
50.
The signs.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Do
All
yourself
right.
a favor. Oh, give me the weed, too.
No, I have a...
Yeah.
I have
no
a
shit.
marijuana card.
Step out.
I have a card.
Step out.
All right, stop, man.
You want to fucking run your mouth? No problem. You came to the right guy. Step out.
All right, stop.
Come on. Hands, please. Front back. Anything sharp?
No, sir.
Where's the marijuana?
I have it in my car, but I have
Where's
a
the
weed
card?
card. I have a weed card.
6 feet apart. Right now you're just being detained. You're not under arrest.
All right.
Since you have a hostile attitude.
No, I really don't.
See, the blue car
Yeah, which one?
was tailing me.
Yeah.
While I was pacing a tractor trailer looking for a motor vehicle violation because the
Okay.
governor's office has gotten multiple complaints
Yeah.
on traffic stops.
I know.
Okay?
I know that.
So we're out doing our thing.
Okay.
He decides to pass me and flip me off.
All right, Spina, I'm sorry.
All right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So the f do you think you are? Worried about what I'm doing?
Okay. You're right.
I know I'm right, goddammit! Now! Everyone's got something to f***ing say! Mind your own goddamn business! You're f***ing speeding! How would I start with that?
You're right. Listen, I'm sorry.
No shit! I was following that kid for a reason, and if you hadn't done that f***ing stupid stunt, I'd be with him right now. But no! You just couldn't leave it alone, could you? You had to be a f***ing American. God help you if there's anything illegal in this car. Is it in the original dispensary container? What?
It's roach.
Is it in the original dispensary container?
No.
Then you're fucked. How's that sound? No shit. Mind your own fucking business next time.
Just call me and let
Yeah, it's called shut the fuck up. I was driving along. I was going to head to a simple citation that I give, but no. You got to be. You just couldn't fucking shut your mouth. Where are you going anyway? Where do you work? Where?
It's called American Home.
What's that?
It's
Paper?
yeah, you know, like the liquor bottles and stuff that the comes in, like the trays.
Officer Spina clearly exhibited rudeness towards Mr. Yete by continuously yelling at him during their encounter. While Mr. Yete maintains that Officer Spina lacked probable cause for pulling him over, it's evident that Officer Spina was provoked when Mr. Yete expressed his frustration by showing him the middle finger due to erratic driving by Officer Spina after speeding past him while he was pursuing the speeding vehicle. Watch how the encounter ends.
I promise you, I only have weed in the car. Honest to goodness. And it's all right here in my glove box right here.
You ever heard of what a heat seeker is?
No.
A heat seeker is something that draws attention to itself. Heat-seeking missiles, they go for the heat. Sit the f*** down. Did I tell you to move? Why am I speeding? I'm doing my f***ing job. Connecticut General Statute 14-298 allows law enforcement officers to disregard the traffic laws in the performance of their duties. How the f*** am I going to catch a speeder if I'm not speeding? You late for your job at NASA with physics?
You're right, man.
Where do you want this so it doesn't get trashed?
That's my advice.
I can tell.
I'm gonna tell you.
I don't want to get ruined. Unbelievable. It just never fucking ends in this fucking job. I got 14 months. I can't fucking wait to be done. This ought to tell you why our department, instead of having 1,300, has 850 right now. There's a fucking clue to the public what a bunch of assholes you are. Right there. You want it on paper or not?
No, it's
Is it in the original
Officer Spina did not ask for any ID proof from Mr. Yete. Officer Spina did not ticket him for any violations. Subsequently, an internal investigation was initiated. Officer Spina was placed on administrative leave following the incident for his rude conduct. If you think these were the only entitled cops who finally got humbled, wait until you watch this next case.
Step out of the vehicle.
G39, I'm headed down to 10-4.
Get on your knees. Get on your knees. Put your hands on top of your head.
10-4.
I'm at work.
Put your hands together. You're good. You're clapping. Go ahead and sit up.
This is Officer Noah from the Pensacola Police Department. On January 27, 2020, a 31-year-old therapist, Taryn Black, is commuting to meet a client for a therapy session. Officer Noah spots Mr. Black driving without a seatbelt and attempts to conduct a traffic stop. After repeatedly signaling Mr. Black to stop by the side, Mr. Black kept on driving for almost another minute. Watch what happens when he finally stops his vehicle.
Get out of the vehicle now. Step out of the vehicle.
G39, I'm headed down to 10-4.
Get on your knees. Get on your knees. Put your hands on top of your head.
10-4.
I'm at work.
Put your hands together. You're good. You're clapping. Go ahead and sit up. 224, 1 detained.
I'm at work.
10-4, 1 detained.
Do you have any objection to me searching you right now, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any identification on you?
It's in my car.
Okay, I'm Officer Dufour, the Pensacola Police Department.
Yes, sir.
The reason I'm stopping you today is because your seatbelt was off. Okay? I gave you multiple chances to stop your vehicle. All right?
Well, I was trying to get to a place that I felt comfortable.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because I'm at work right now.
This is your vehicle?
Yes, sir. And I'm at work right now.
You're at work?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got my badge on and everything.
Okay. All right, for my safety and yours, I'm going to pat you down just to make sure you don't have any weapons on you, okay?
That's fine. Yeah, I was just stopping, waiting until I got to a place to where I feel comfortable. I'm at work right now. I'm getting ready to go see a client right now.
Who?
Me. I'm at
You're-
work right now.
You're at work right now?
Yeah. I'm a counselor.
You're a counselor?
Yeah.
G39, Brooksville.
But who's your, do you have a client nearby or what's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah.
I need
I had a
10-4,
client
there's
nearby.
other close units around
Okay,
here.
before we ask any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask any questions and to have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you free of charge before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand your rights. Are you cool with talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
2-4, just full copy 98.
So you have no ID on you right now?
Yeah, it's in my car.
It's in your car? Okay, do you
I
have
got
any,
my work ID on me.
do you have any objection to me searching your vehicle right now?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
Because- For one, there's no smell of marijuana or
That's
alcohol.
I'd
number
not,
one.
I'd
Number
never
two,
mention any drugs
right.
or
And
anything
number
like
two,
that.
I think the stop
Unit 159.
is based on. I don't even know why you stopping me right now.
I explained my stop to you. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I object to the search. I mean, I'm at work. You know, I was leaving Walgreens and I'm headed to see a client do a session. I'm a
Okay.
counselor.
Why did you flee from me?
I didn't flee.
You never stopped.
I was
You
waiting
never
until I
stopped.
got to a place where I felt comfortable.
You never stopped.
So that's the only thing that I'm saying. I didn't flee. I'm literally at work right now. Like I
You
got
could
my
have
work
stopped
on.
at any moment.
I got my work badge on me and everything. I'm legit at work right now. Yeah.
That gives you no excuse to stop when I'm trying to pull you
No,
over.
what
To
I-
not stop.
What I was saying is, I wasn't fleeing. I was just waiting till I got
That's
to
fleeing
a
from
point.
law enforcement.
I did not increase
That is
my
fleeing
speed.
from law enforcement.
I did not increase my speed, officer.
That does
Okay.
not matter.
The only thing that I'm saying is this: I was not fleeing. I'm literally at work. I left
The moment that I
Walgreens.
initiated my lights and sirens and told you to stop, you're required to stop for law
The
enforcement.
only thing I'm saying, officer,
Okay.
is this: I did not flee. I was waiting till I got to a point where I felt comfortable to stop. literally have no.
I need your license, your registration, and your insurance. So I have permission to enter your vehicle and grab those items.
Can I get it?
No, sir. You're detained right now. You fled from law enforcement.
I didn't. I'm literally at
You
work.
fled from law enforcement. I'm not going to argue with you about that anymore.
Mr. Black was handcuffed and detained. He denies the officers to search his vehicle. For those who don't know, the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures without probable cause from law enforcement. Moreover, despite not having probable cause, the cops also do not possess a search warrant to search his vehicle. Officer Noah then returns to his cop cruiser, calls his supervisor, and asks whether Mr. Noah must be charged with fleeing. The supervisor doesn't permit such charges to be filed. Watch how the encounter ends.
Can you grab your license, registration, and proof of insurance?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Where is it at?
I got it in my front seat.
Just in your front seat?
No, I got my license in my wallet, and
Okay.
then I got my. The rest of it is in my glove department. I can grab it.
Can he go grab it? Can I go grab it?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Black was eventually released from handcuffs and was cited for not wearing a seatbelt. He was free to leave following this encounter. However, a few months later, Mr. Black filed a lawsuit against the officers involved. If you think Officer Bueno was the rudest cop who got what he deserved, then you aren't aware of the case of Officer Alan Ganter.
You want to get arrested? You're going to get arrested for assault on a civilian.
This is Officer Alan Ganter from the Meriden Police Department. On January 22, 2019, Officer Ganter, on his off-duty, was driving ahead of Enfield resident Thomas Broculio when he halted for a red light on France Street at the junction with Cromwell Avenue in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. While Ganter paused at the light, preparing to make a right turn upon the signal turning green, Brocuglio honked his horn a few times. Watch how Officer Ganter reacted in response.
What are we doing? Dickhead. What are you doing? Wait all fucking day. Oh, boo, 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 boo.
Right on red, asshole.
Really? Where does it say that? It says stop here on red. You're the one sitting on your phone doing
I
other
wasn't on my
things.
phone.
Really?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, I saw you looking
I wasn't
down
on
doing
my phone.
everything else.
No, I was moving something in my bag.
Okay, well,
And I'll see you with a ticket and I'll call your supervisor.
sure, sounds good. Let me get your badge number.
Asshole. You want to get arrested?
You're gonna get arrested for assault on a civilian.
Upon use of an obscene hand gesture directed at Ganter, Officer Ganter initially approached his truck but then turned back and struck Brocuglio on the left side of his face through the open driver's side window. Subsequently, Officer Ganter returned to his truck while Brocuglio contacted the Rocky Hill Police to report the assault by an officer. The Meriden Police Department placed Officer Ganter on administrative leave. Following an internal affairs investigation, Ganter was mandated to undergo de-escalation training. Additionally, he faced a separate 5-day unpaid suspension due to findings from the internal affairs investigation, which concluded that he violated departmental policy by engaging in unbecoming conduct and being involved in an arrest. But if you think Jeff Payne acted insane, this next cop would have you wondering if all police...
What do you need a driver's insurance for this? No what? I mean, I can pull it up, but the law requires you to have it. Yeah, pull it up. Look, original stop, limited speed. A lot faster. You were catching up to it. You can make it up to 65. When I got behind you, you were doing more than 65. Listen to me, listen to me. If you keep lying to me.
I'm not lying to you. There's no lie.
your insurance?
You have my insurance.
Where's it at? Listen to me, the law requires you to provide it, not for me.
Why are you screaming?
Because you're not giving it to me, so now you're going to get a ticket for it, okay?
The law does not allow you to scream at me at all.
It gives me the authorization to do it, though. Yes, it does.
Nobody has the authorization to scream at somebody, sir.
Listen to me.
I've ever heard in my life.
Shut up and listen to me.
Don't tell me to shut up, sir. Don't tell me to shut up and don't scream at me. I'm not doing anything illegal. Okay.
The voice of the woman belongs to Jessica, who was driving on a Lee County, Mississippi road when she was pulled over by Michael Harbin for allegedly speeding. She was asked to provide her license, registration, and insurance. When she couldn't find her insurance card, Jessica suggested that Harbin look it up on his computer. That was when the officer suddenly flared up as though he had been disrespected.
Alright, listen, you are received citations for speeding. Insurance. Can I what? Listen to me, this is your traffic stop. What you need to do is this is right here, you can read them. I'm explaining it to them. I'm required to. Right here. If you don't be quiet, you can go to jail. How's that?
Are you going to take me to jail for what?
Get out.
Are you kidding?
Resist.
My car is running!
Sing arrest right now. Put it in
My
park.
car is running! Crazy. What are you doing?
Get the
What, are you going to shoot me?
33 on me, yeah?
Oh, fuck.
Have a seat. You don't listen unless I raise my voice, apparently.
I'm not your child.
You're entitled to what?
I said I'm not your child.
I don't give a when you don't want to listen to me, it's going to happen that way. So now, you can go to jail for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. And public profanity, right there.
You cussed me.
Officer Harbin later admitted on camera that he had arrested Jessica for talking back and disagreeing with him. He was first of all asked to complete a de-escalation class, but was later terminated from his post for violation of the department policies. If you think this was the last entitled cop who got humbled, then probably you haven't watched this next case.
Show me the law.
Man, we've already explained that to you. We have already explained that to you. We are on recording.
So now we live in a police state. Now you're bullies.
No, ma'am. We need to make sure that he is here by himself, with or without a female subject that is under a possibly medical condition right now. Okay? That's all we need to do.
Take your hands off of me, man. Take your hands off of me.
This is Officer Hindeman from the Gillespie County Sheriff's Office. On May 3rd, 2015, Officer Hindeman was accompanied by Officer Westbrook. The officers reached the residence of two Gillespie County residents, Mr. and Mrs. Dantzler, in Fredericksburg, Texas. The officers reported that they were looking for Mr. Dantzler's son, who had been lost, and might be with a woman who had her health deteriorate. Watch how the interaction unravels.
The way they go on, sir. All right, man. That's the way. All right. Been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and stand right down here.
Can I see your badge, please?
Yes, ma'am. All right. Now we do need to go in just to make sure that.
Show me the law.
Man, we've already explained that to you. We have already explained that to you. We are on recording.
So now we live in a police state. Now you're bullies.
No, ma'am. We need to make sure that he is here by himself, with or without a female subject that is under a possibly medical condition right now. Okay? That's all we need to do.
Take your hands off of me, man. Take your hands off of me. Really?
Stay up here.
No.
No, I'm just saying you stay up here. Are you Mrs. Dantzler?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Ms. Dantzler. He's okay.
I know my rights, and I know that his are being violated right now.
No, he's
Yes.
being detained, and if he's going to resist or fight with my officer, then my officer has to do what he has to do. Okay?
Mr. Dantzler is detained by the cops. The cops and Mr. Dantzler get into a physical skirmish following the detention through handcuffs. Watch what the cops do next.
Now stand right there. You understand me?
Ms. Dantzler, we need to go in and just make sure that he's not here. Is he here?
No, he's not here. I'm sorry that you deal with low-life liars day in and day out.
Okay.
If he was here, his truck would be parked right there, and you can see the evidence.
His truck is parked over there.
I said, if he was here, it would be parked right here. You can see the evidence of where he parks.
Okay.
And how we can be past seeing the law when you offered it to me not too long ago, I don't know.
Ma'am, it's exigent circumstances. We have the right to go in there.
And you also told me,
The welfare.
can I show you the law? And now you're
We're
refusing.
past that point. We're doing it now.
Okay. Why am I?
Why did we have such a short window?
Why am I hearing movement around inside the house?
I've got
Is there
2
anybody-
cats.
Okay, you have 2 cats.
And plus, I just hit the door frame right here with my elbow when I turned.
Okay, all right. That may have been the case. Okay. Regardless, I need to go in just to see if he's here. Okay. All right.
How about if you walk right over there to the very last window and I pull back the curtain and you can see he's not in his bed?
No, ma'am.
You said all we need to do is see where he sleeps.
I need to come
You
in.
can see where he sleeps through that window.
Okay. I need to come into the house.
Okay, the story's changed on y'all twice now.
No. I'm getting a lot of signs that you're not being truthful with me at this point, okay?
No, I'm upset because my husband is standing over there in handcuffs.
Well, he's not under arrest. He's just being detained.
So now you're a psychologist.
No. There is no psychology into that. It's the fact that he's being detained right now.
No,
There
you're
is a
telling me
difference.
that you can tell I'm not telling the truth.
No.
One of you can come in here. And I'm not, this is against my will. This is against my will. Y'all are invading my home against my will, and a lawyer will be involved in this.
You need to hear this.
Mr. Dantzler, just so that we can cover all our bases, I am going to go ahead and call you in a second. Okay?
No.
249.
No. We don't want him.
Mr. Dantzler, do you want him? I'll be glad to bring him out here.
Your radio's breaking up. I can't understand you.
My folks, Ms. Dantzler. Can I speak to the both of you for a second, please?
No, man. If you're done, I'd say get the hell out of here.
Listen, again, like I was saying, okay? That's all we needed to do, okay?
Was bully
All
us.
I needed to do is that, brother.
Mr. Dantzler, I don't know what you did to my officer, okay?
Really?
I wasn't watching when you were walking over there. I was trying
I
to...
think I was the one that was handcuffed.
You left me with no choice. But I do want to tell you thank you for letting us come in and make sure that way we know where to divert this back with our city police in possibly another location or anything like that. Again, like I said, it's a medical issue.
It will be the last time that you people come into my home. I've tried mentally to be in support of you guys. I've tried. I'm an Army brat. 20 years of service. My dad was murdered. and clean. With what's going on with you guys and the injuries that you just put on my husband for no reason, because someone is trying to control Margaret, Marilyn, whatever her name is.
We don't know the female involved, ma'am. That's the problem.
No, you don't. But you come out here and you bully these people, tax-paying citizens of this county.
Ma'am, we were not bullying you.
His wrist is almost tore open. It is tore open.
Ma'am, because
I've got it videotaped. He didn't do nothing.
And it's on video. It's on our video as well, ma'am. Okay? All right. Again, like I said, we explained it to you in the beginning. We asked as nicely as we could. We explained the reason why we're here, exactly the reason was, okay? It's not like we came up here with no reason whatsoever and just told you to get out of here. We didn't do that, man.
Well, you know what? The Constitution protects us of having military law enforcement come into our homes and abiding in our homes. You know, I've been told by a cop before, if you're so into the Constitution, you must have something to hide. No, the Constitution protects me now.
I will tell you this, if the tables were switched with your son possibly being in some sort of medical exigent,
I wouldn't lie to the police
I understand
to get them to control him.
If he is possibly in a medical issue and might be over at somebody else's house and we were meeting with them the same way we were meeting with you this morning.
You know what?
The reasons why.
I wouldn't use the police officers unless it was a dire situation to be the nannies.
Because of shit like this.
Sir. Mr. Dantzler was uncuffed and was released from detention. He sustained several injuries and wounds and was denied medical assistance at that point. The officers leave the scene afterwards. However, 3 months later, Mr. Dantzler sued the police department, and later in 2018, reportedly, he received a settlement in return. The cops were found guilty of violating Mr. Dantzler's constitutional rights.
Come on now, man. We got an appointment to see this out. People saw you forcing your way in. That's why we're here. Oh, man, I don't know. They just white people calling the police doing that. And I ain't even gonna buy the house. Being a good neighbor, he sees somebody going into a house. I ain't gonna buy the house.
This is Officer Rose Valentino from the Cincinnati Police Department. On November 17, 2018, Officer Valentino, accompanied by several other officers, responded to a call from a former Cincinnati police officer who reported that someone was trying to break into his neighbor's house in West Prince Hills subdivision, Cincinnati, Ohio. However, the house was put on for sale and a realtor named Jerry Isom was demonstrating the house to a potential buyer named Anthony Edwards. Mr. Isom had access to the lockbox placed on the house's front door, but it took him a bit to open it. Watch what happens when the cops arrive at the scene.
Where's Knox at? I got movement in there.
Address is 1093 Murado.
Pete, they're right up there by you. Pete, they're right up by your window. Wanna order him to come out?
Hey guys, come on out. Tell Knox come around, bro.
Knox! Hands up!
My hands up. What y'all doing?
Tell your friend to come out too. Hands up.
Come on now, man. We got an appointment to see this out.
People saw you forcing your way in. That's why we're here.
Oh, man, I don't know. They just white people calling the police doing that. And I ain't even gonna buy the house.
Being a good neighbor, he sees somebody going into a house.
I ain't gonna buy the house. I ain't even gonna buy it.
How'd you just get in?
He a realtor.
Turn around. Till we can confirm. Turn around.
Officer Valentino puts Mr. Isom in handcuffs and detains him after he exits the premises. The cops at this point know the fact that Mr. Isom is a realtor and he was there with a potential client to view the property. Despite this, the officers value the suspicion posed by the former officer who made the call. Observe what happens next.
Until we can confirm. Did you use a key? Where's the key at? Alright. Where at? Okay. Have a seat.
We was white, they wouldn't have did this.
So what are you talking about, man? That's some
You got some type of realtor ID on you?
I don't give a if you're white or black. We're doing our job
I
here.
didn't say you wasn't.
It's in your pocket or your car?
But that's bullshit. go.
Okay, you want?
Pull that out, guys. That guys. I want to go to jail.
Where's the?
Why were you going to jail?
Where's it at?
Break in, you're not going to jail. Put me in handcuffs if I was white. That's called being detained.
What?
I couldn't hear you.
Where's your realtor ID?
That's it. You got anything, sir? No, you can take them and open the jacket up. I got ID in my pocket. Tell you now, for the ID.
Where's your? Do you have like ID on you? Which pocket, sir? You've got lots of pockets. Turn around.
Stretch your legs. Yeah, dude. It's amazing. It is amazing. Isn't it too white guys? Yeah, we would. Because you ride along, you know what we do, huh? You know how we do our job, don't you? I mean, it's an incredible day, except down here. It's every day. This is the everyday shit. Now you're searching us like we got drugs and dope.
Knox, I didn't search.
The cops also handcuffed Mr. Edwards, who was there to see the house. After detaining him, the officers conduct an unreasonable and non-consensual search of Mr. Edwards' pockets. This can be deemed unlawful. For those who don't know, the Fourth Amendment protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures by law enforcement. Watch how the encounter ends.
You got an idea on this somewhere?
Pat between his crotch and stuff for weapons. But he's got an ID and he's got realty cards on. Who'd you arrange this with?
Are you the only two in there?
And you got into the key box?
Yeah. Play the race card. Okay, that stuff doesn't fly.
We got called and told that you guys forced entry, which is why.
I don't care. So just stop. I don't care. I mean, do you have an idea on it?
Yeah, and he's got realty cards on.
Take a deep breath and relax. That's up to you. We had nothing to do with what you buy and what you don't buy. I go right around the corner. To your surprise, there are a lot of houses that we're broken into. When someone sees what they believe is that, we have to look into it. That's what we have to do. We have to look into it. We don't know who you are.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about one of the colleges stole us.
That's not what was reported to us.
Do you have the key to the lockbox on you? Is it in there?
Why we approach things a certain way. Your race has nothing to do with it.
Hey, which pocket is it?
I don't know.
What about the little? Shouldn't it be like in a little?
In my pocket somewhere.
Okay, well I can't find it.
Back up, yeah.
Turn around, sir.
Again, everything on board is safe.
You alright? Yeah, I'm just punch you with you. We'll be out there. I'll call you. Okay. You don't want to go up there like that's one up the street. I don't think want to live. Okay, no problem.
Sorry about that, sir. We can only go by what's reported to us.
I thought I had it in my
Yeah, I couldn't find it, so.
Put it back on?
No, not yet.
So left it inside.
The handcuffs are removed from both Mr. Isom and Mr. Edwards after a comprehensive discussion and a complete search by the cops. On July 15, 2019, Mr. Isom and Mr. Edwards filed a lawsuit against the city of Cincinnati and the officers involved. A few days later, they received $151,000 in settlement.
Sir, what is your name?
Okay. Put that down. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay. Disturbance on the property. I'm not going to risk these guys at all.
This is Officer Jason Bueno from the Carson City Police Department. He responded to an incident on August 30th, 2022, involving Mr. Drew Rygar, a YouTuber. Mr. Rygar was walking along a public road leading to the Public Visitor Center at the Northern Nevada Correctional Center in Carson City, Nevada. Allegedly, Mr. Rygar was filming the area, which includes a medium security facility. Despite Mr. Rygar's assertion that he was merely taking pictures of the facility, he was accused of trespassing without authorization. Let's observe Officer Bueno's reaction to the situation.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you from that far away.
I'm sorry. This gentleman is trespassing on the property.
Okay.
He continued it. I'm the warden of the complex.
Hey, what's your name?
So I'm asking him to be removed as a trespasser.
Sir,
he doesn't have authorization to be on the property.
Understood.
He's not an employee here. He came onto the property without permission.
Sir,
and my understanding is the facility is on lockdown because
Yes,
of
it
this.
is.
This is disrupting operations.
This is disrupting operations.
Okay.
Sir, what is your name?
Okay. Put that down. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Disturbance on the property.
I'm not going to risk these guys at all. Okay. Can I advise you one thing?
No, you may not. Right now, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can maybe use against you in the court.
NRS 197-200.
Excuse me, I didn't interrupt you, did I?
NRS
Okay, if you don't want to hear your rights, then we're not going to talk about it.
Well, NRS 197-200, so you're not going to learn that.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you any questions. Step over to my vehicle.
Okay.
443-1 detained.
So I'm detained. Okay. Thanks, sir.
You're in custody at this point.
Yes, I'm just asking questions.
Okay, go ahead and spread your feet apart.
Well, no, if you want to get in there.
Thank you. We're going to get everything now with the search incident to arrest.
And what am I being arrested for?
You're being arrested for trespassing.
Okay, so where was the no trespassing signs? Were there no trespassing signs?
Well, Glenn, I'll explain everything to you, but right now I'm not under Miranda, so I'm not going to ask you any questions.
I'm just asking you questions.
Well, you don't have a right to ask me questions at this point. You have a right to get in the car.
Officer Bueno proceeded to handcuff Mr. Rygar and place him in the back of his police cruiser with the windows slightly rolled down. It's important to note that the temperature that day reportedly surpassed 35 degrees Celsius or 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's observe closely the treatment administered by Officer Bueno following Mr. Rygar's arrest.
Shut that off if you want. Okay, so my understanding is he's on state property, and you guys, what's the big sign over there say when you guys are coming in? Is that like a search thing?
No tobacco, no entrance, but all individuals that report onto the property, they have to still be cleared to come onto the property with proper notification. He just wanders on the property and refused to acknowledge himself. He refused to adhere to the command of you need to leave the property because this is a prison. It's not a
this is not like a DMV downtown or something.
No,
this isn't the post office. This is the sheriff's office.
This is a secure facility.
There's no Freedom of Information Act request here.
So,
whatever we need some statements.
I'll be happy to.
So that way we have someone from the state here, that's going to press.
Yeah, no problem.
And then we're going to have to probably tow his truck too.
Yeah.
Well, he's in custody.
Yeah, tow's truck.
Okay. You need to stay on the scene to get the statements and the tow. Okay. So my partner is going to get the statements. Is there any other specific NRS that's applicable as far as it comes to on the trespassing on the prison or something like that?
You guys have a card on you?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
You have a card? Yeah. I'll pull it up and mail it directly to you.
All the information. Because again, every individual that comes onto this property, they have to be clear to come onto the property.
Okay. And where are they supposed to check in? Is it the gatehouse? Is it visiting?
Actually, we received notice through the administration, which would in turn be the gatehouse, and the individual would be notified who's coming onto the property. Okay. So that's why you just can't show up and just start, and definitely not taking photos or whatever.
Okay. So who all had contact with him? Was it?
I'm here as a warden because I'm the warden, so I did. That's why I came out.
I'll probably. I think the warden would obviously carry some weight as far as you made contact with him. Yep. I mean, not just saying that you guys don't carry weight as well as your authority on the property, but if we have you guys do a statement,
I am.
And then we'll get the 51 going, and then I'll book him.
He
he give you his name?
We have it off of his wallet there, and then we have his registration off the vehicle.
Can I get that?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be notified.
Do you have a second? So, do you have that other charge you were talking about? Because I'm gonna take him in now. Let me make sure my partner. Is bringing in statements. Okay.
Officer Bueno then rolls up the windows of his cruiser, making Mr. Regar suffer in such scorching heat.
Can you give them statements?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Regan?
Yeah, no, I'll get citizen's arrest and all that, and then we're going to tow his car as well. So.
We're going to do statements to the effect of the trespassing. This is it's a prison. It's a controlled area. All visitors are required to check in. He didn't do any of that. He refused to leave. They're on lockdown. So if you can just get statements, the warden's going to do a statement.
Do you want to do obstructing? I mean, they're cops.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do obstruct. I mean, it obviously obstructed their duties to have.
Let me see if there's another specific.
Is there like interfering with the day-to-day operations of a prison or something like that?
Yeah.
One of the lieutenants is pulling those arrests.
Okay, cool. Well, we would do trespassing, obstructing for you guys, right? We would probably need to leave you. Thank you. Obviously he's obstructing you guys. You guys are state peace officers, so he's obstructing your ability to do your work. But if there's another specific NRS, then I need to add that because I'm going to take him down now. So if you can just give that to him, and then he can call me because I'm going to go down and start the paperwork on it. But yeah, I mean, he wants to do an audit. I don't know what his intentions are. Obviously, it's probably clear. However, this is an extremely controlled environment. I mean, we check in here before we come in. For trespassing and obstructing. I think you're a little confused on how this may work, and that's fine. Okay, but you don't get to do the interrogation on me. Well, that'll be in your probable cause complaint, okay?
Officer Bueno then drives Mr. Regar to the police department for further procedures. Watch the exchange of words between them that took place later.
All right, sir, step on out, please. Face the car right here. Here, spread your feet apart. Thank you. Don't look like you left anything. All right, come on this way. Make a left. Have a seat in that blue chair, or it used to be a blue chair. Right there.
Black chair.
Thank you. Feel a little sweaty back there.
A little bit.
Did the air run in?
No.
It wasn't?
I think you're trying to hotbox me.
I had the air back there going.
Well, you rolled up the window that left a breeze.
What's that?
Yeah, you rolled up the window that left a breeze, so like I said, I think you were just trying to hotbox me.
So. It's nice and cool in here.
You really do need to go read the 10th Circuit Court July 22nd opinion.
I'm not going into any court today. I'm looking
It is Ari versus you. No, I understand. I understand what you're doing, but you arrested me for filming in public.
No, I did not.
What did you arrest me for?
I told you. Trespassing and obstructing.
How did I obstruct?
Hey, I'm not going to get into it. I'm sure that you have a big plan and idea
No, I don't.
in your mind.
I don't.
You can let that play out. Okay.
I'm just asking you questions based on the actions.
You were asked to leave, and you were asked several times by the warden and by the supervision of the facility, and you refused. You refused to identify yourself. You're required to give your name.
I refused to identify myself. That's nobody ever asked me. Nobody ever asked me to identify.
Okay, well,
and when I asked, when I asked the warden
Listen,
to
I'm
identify.
going to just tell you something. I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm trying
You
to
can do
answer
this
the
in court
questions.
later on. I don't care what you have to say right now about
I'm trying to get
that.
answers to questions.
Okay?
So
I'm
what
not answering your
legal-
questions.
What law did I break to be trespassed
explained
from
that to you.
public property?
I explained that to you.
What law did I break?
I'm not going to debate anymore. It's clear that you in this for an argument, and that's fine.
I'm not trying to argue.
That's
I'm just
not what
trying to
we're
get your
doing
answer
today.
to a question.
Okay?
Is
That's
what-
not what's going to happen today.
And how did I obstruct? What physical action did I take to obstruct?
I explained my situation to you. I'm not going to explain it again.
I understand, but obstruction comes with a
Listen, all I can do is explain it to you. I can't understand it for you.
physical or a threat.
So just do your thing now.
Well, no, you need to write it down and articulate it, so I'm trying to understand how you're going to
Yeah, I've
articulate
been
it.
doing this for 17 years.
I appreciate that. And like I said, I'm
Thank
just
you for
asking.
letting me know I need to articulate the report. I appreciate it.
Well, I just
Any
want
other helpful tips that you may need to think that I should do here, or just by all means let me know.
I'm just asking
I may
you
not
to-
acknowledge you because I have to do other work here.
I'm just asking you to
So that way I
articulate
can get
for
you out of
me.
handcuffs and get you in there. Get you all dried up and do your thing.
I appreciate that. I'm just trying to figure the situation out.
And we're going to have to figure that out after they told you multiple times, okay?
Unlawfully. What lawful order was I ever given?
See, what's kind of sad is you're hung up on a very, very specific thing that you think is the crux of this situation. And no matter what anybody can tell you, you think it's that simple. And that's kind of why you're in this position right now.
Well, the law,
I'm done talking about it.
Simple. I'm just trying to get you to articulate the actions that
I don't need
I
to articulate it to you right now.
took that caused you to take your actions. Because it seemed to me you got there and
I will articulate it where it needs to be articulated.
did zero investigation.
Right now you're still going, and that's fine.
No, I'm not arguing any of that with you. I'm just trying to question where you're at. Have I argued anything with you at all? Or have I just asked you questions?
Okay. No more questions for me. I got to get this done so I can get you out of there.
I appreciate that. I'll keep asking questions. That's what I do. Is I like to ask questions so I can understand the situation.
That's totally fine with me.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. We appreciate each other.
Mr. Rygar asserts that the charges against him were dismissed in exchange for a plea bargain by the court. Nevertheless, subsequent to the incident, Mr. Rygar initiated a lawsuit against Officer Bueno. As of now, the details of this lawsuit remain undisclosed as the proceedings have not been made public. If you think these cops are bad, wait until you hear about a detective that arrested a nurse for simply doing her job.
Hard, and I'm on the phone with his supervisor who's threatened to arrest me. Can you call them for me just really quick and have them come out to the ambulance bay? I just came to get his business card and he got really upset, and the officer on the other end of the phone, the lieutenant, is threatening me.
She handed the phone back to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, please. So I'm going to arrest her.
This is Utah nurse Alex Wubbles, who was simply doing her job when she got threatened with arrest. A truck driver had been brought in the hospital severely burnt from a prior accident. Detective Jeff Payne then arrived at the hospital demanding a blood sample of this driver. This was against hospital policy, and Wubbles immediately let him know.
What's going on, guys?
Okay.
They're trying to draw.
My name is Alex. I'm one of the nurses.
The officer is right here, and I'm trying to charge him from the meeting. We don't know where he is.
We have exigent circumstances for a blood draw on a patient that's upstairs. She is refusing, and my lieutenant says that if she doesn't...
What department are you with?
Salt Lake City Police.
Salt Lake City.
Which I'm sure you'll get to meet my lieutenant soon. And if I don't get to go get the blood, I'm taking her to jail.
The detective had, however, made up his mind that he would simply arrest Wubbles if he couldn't have his way.
I'd rather not do that.
I'd rather not do it either. We're all just going to be cool for a second.
I have been told by risk management in the hospital security office as well as the house supervisor that we're not allowed to let him draw blood unless he has a warrant to do so. Okay. And he doesn't. Okay. Cool. All
right, so let's do it. I'll call the house here.
Thank you. I'm going to. Hi. Can you protect me? I've been threatened to be placed under arrest by this officer here. I'm trying to prohibit him from drawing blood on one of my patients who he does not have a warrant for.
Hello. If things still keep going the way they're going, I'm arresting her for interfering with a criminal investigation.
Draw blood on a patient. I've been told by risk management, the house privacy officer, the house supervisor, and my manager all agree.
Here's the thing. If he's conducting an investigation, it's obstructing justice.
Okay, I'm just being told what to do by my entire hospital.
And I'm being told what to do by my boss.
Okay, so
And I'm going to do what my boss says.
okay, well, and I can stand here and say I want to do the same thing. There's no urgency in this. I'd rather just let it work out. I'd rather just try and figure
Here's
out.
the fatal, and he's the other driver. He's in, I guess, critical condition in the burn unit, and so the implied consent law says that we can draw blood, and she's preventing it.
I'm preventing because that's what I'm told to do by the risk management for the hospital officer, privacy HIPAA officer, the house supervisor, and my boss.
You should be complete.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alex.
We'll just hang tight.
There's nothing urgent. Like, we need to just calm. Like, there's no reason that this has gotten as elevated as it has.
So this has anything to do with blood alcohol?
Okay, so the police from the university, you had just showed up.
Okay. No, we're done. We're done. You're under arrest. We're going. We're done.
Sir, I have
We're done. I said we're done. I said we're done. I said we're done.
Hey, stop it. I have bad administration on the way. Sir, hey, please. Whoa. I have administration.
She can sit in my car while we're coming.
This is unnecessary, man.
You're right.
This is my department. And this is completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary.
She's under arrest.
That's fine, but it doesn't have to be like this.
Okay, I'm doing my job. She does hers.
That's fine.
Okay? I'm leaving now with her. Okay? Anybody who wants to prevent that, that's your option. He will be taking them. Okay? So, take your hand off her, please.
I have hospital administration coming to talk to you. Sure.
Why are you so... Please, hurting me.
This violent arrest of a nurse who was only doing her job and upholding her hospital's policy sparked a lot of outrage until the police department had to take the case seriously.
Then walk!
No, I have no reason to walk. Stop! You're hurting me and assaulting me, please! I can't believe it! What is happening? What is happening?
Have a seat.
Brad, what is going on?
Calm down, okay?
Even though Wubbles was released after 20 minutes of detainment, it didn't change the amount of distress and anxiety she went through or how terribly she was treated. The chief of police apologized for his officer's misbehavior, and Jeff Payne was placed on paid administrative leave. If you think Officer Ganter was the last rude cop who faced consequences for his actions, then probably you haven't heard of this next case.
You want to be a smartass? It's called reckless burning. If you want to go that route, we can go ahead and push that route. Reckless burning, when you're burning something outside of an authorized area. You want to go that route? Do you really want to go that route?
This is Officer David Mora from the Longview Police Department. On September 19th, 2022, an individual named Mr. Rayshawn Swaggerty Owens was sitting on a bench located in a park in Cowlitz County, Washington, mourning over the death of Celeste Williams, who passed away in a car accident. Watch how the interaction unfolds between them.
How you doing, sir? I definitely cannot. It's for my safety, okay? What do you got going on out here?
What does it look like?
You want to be a smartass?
I mean, what's it look like?
You want to be a smartass? It's called reckless burning. If you want to go that route, we can go ahead and push that route. Reckless burning, when you're burning something outside of an authorized area. You want to go that route? Do you really want to go that route? Do you really want to go that route? The light is for my safety. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're a criminal who's going to try to pull a gun out on me or a knife or anything like that. That's what the light's for, okay? That's what they're there for. That's why they're put on patrol vehicles. What's your name? What's that?
1 second.
Officer Mora accused Mr. Owens of reckless burning while he burnt some candles in memories of the dead. For those who don't know, the felony, reckless burning, is when someone deliberately burns or lights up a fire on either a vehicle, building, or any crops or vegetation. In this scenario, this claim seems baseless, since Mr. Owens had just lit up some candles. Observe how the encounter proceeds.
I usually call your supervisor. And if this is bothering you, I'll put it out for you.
I'd appreciate that. That's what my contact. I was just going to ask you nicely to do that, but since you want to be a smart and ask me what does it look like and talk to me like I'm dumb, I'm obviously going to push the other route. If that's really how you want to go with this. George Salami, can I go ahead and get a second? Let me get your ID.
Why?
I already told you.
Why?
Reckless burning.
Okay, you want to put it out?
You can put it out, but first you're going to give me your ID.
Do you want me to put it out?
I'll put it out myself, too.
No, I'm asking you want me to put it out.
That's not...
Hey! Stay right there. Would you like me to put that out? If that's bothering you, want me to put it out?
I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll put it out.
We're going to have to put it out, but let me get your ID.
I'll put this out. What's your name again?
Officer Mora. M-O-R-I. Make sure you spell it right, okay?
I don't need to spell that. I'll put these candles out since it's bothering this guy.
Do you have ID on you?
I do, but I don't need to give it to you.
Okay, is that really the route you want to take, sir?
What route? I'm
obstruction?
Sitting on the bench.
Yeah, you're lighting candles.
I didn't light these candles.
And that's what I was asking you. And that was my question. But since you want to go right off and start talking to me like I'm dumb, asking me what it looks like.
Look at the light. You can't blind me.
That's what police lights are for us to see.
No. When you pulled up, you seen these in there.
Yeah, so I turn on my lights. Look, here's my question, right? What if you're I'm not saying you are, but what if you're some individual who's trying to hurt anybody? Okay. Not just an officer, but anybody.
But I'm not.
The lights, I'm not saying you are, but I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, now you know.
And that's what my lights are for. I still don't know that.
Well, now you know.
I really don't.
Okay.
So you really want to be this difficult, sir?
There ain't nothing about being difficult. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm sitting on the bench.
Okay.
I pay taxes. I own a house right down the road.
Okay. That's really not what this is about.
Well, then turn your light off.
I'm not going to turn off my light.
Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. You want to be rude? I'm going to be rude.
How am I being rude? Because I told you.
Light in my eye.
Hey, you need to relax.
No,
okay?
I don't need to relax.
Okay, then amp yourself up then. If that's the route you want to go.
Me, you can go ahead and head back to your vehicle.
I'm not going to head back to my vehicle until you're identified.
Anything wrong. Nothing wrong.
I'm not going to head back to my vehicle until you're identified.
Don't come over here pressing weight on me. Call your supervisor.
I got somebody else coming out. Don't worry.
Tell them to pull up. Tell the whole force to pull up. I'm
for
not
what?
with it.
The whole force for what?
Whatever you want it to be. I'm on whatever you want.
You're being a little ridiculous right now.
You pulled up for being a. I'm on whatever.
How did I pull up being a?
I'm on.
You asked me to turn off the lights. I said I can. They're on for my safety.
I got a camera too.
Perfect. Okay. By all means.
Awesome. That's out. You want this lighter? That's not mine either. You want it? You can have it.
It's not. I don't care about the lighter.
Away this trash. That's not mine either.
I'm not saying it is.
Okay. Well, have some condolences for somebody. Yeah. Forget about that one, huh? Yeah.
Do you feel tougher now by talking like that? Do you feel like you're this big bad guy or this big badass by talking like that?
I am a badass, actually.
Okay.
But that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. Nothing. What's up, lady?
It's officer.
No, it's this lady.
It's officer.
This lady.
Okay, tough guy.
What's going on?
No, I'm just sitting here with the candles. This dude came up, had a problem with me.
I had a problem with you. I asked you.
Flexing real hard, so I turned on my.
It's all on body cam, dude.
I told him.
You can go ahead and request it, post it on Facebook if you want.
I know everybody.
Do you know what his name is?
Yeah. Sorry, I guess.
It's fine.
Our contacts haven't been too bad.
Yeah. I mean, there's no need for my name. I'm just sitting on the bench. Bother nobody. I pay my taxes. My house is right down there. I
I pay taxes too. I mean, I don't.
The weapon sitting out here, you can check me.
I don't need to check you.
That's what you want.
Oh, as long as you ain't reaching around, there's no reason for me to check you right now.
Sitting on the bench, you came over here pressing me with the light.
I came over here to turn on my light for my safety, okay? If you have a problem with it, that's too bad.
I just told you I did. You came over here pressing me with the fucking light.
How do I press you with the light?
I can't see you. Do I got sunglasses on? No, I don't think so.
I mean, I hope not. It's dark out here, so.
You can run your headlights, you can do all that, but instead you won't push your little light bar. Want me to go get my light bar?
That's for.
Nah, I don't want to hear all that.
He doesn't care. He wants to be belligerent.
Well, I turned it off.
Because I have mine on over here, so I mean.
Thank you. That's common sense.
Well, I could see you wanting to pay your respects to Katrina. It's pretty awful.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, y'all can go about your way. I'm not doing anything wrong.
I was simply asking you what
you
you had going on. Is that what I said?
Feel like those candles are bothering you? Take the candles.
Aren't they lit?
The only thing in mind, because he made me put them out.
I simply asked him, what are you doing out here? And he wants to be a smart ass and go, what does it look like? So.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not here to argue with you today. You want to argue with me? Come to my house tomorrow. I'm not gonna.
What do I need to go to your house for?
Yeah.
Nobody's trying to argue with you. I was simply trying to identify who it is I was talking to.
Brandon.
You don't live there, brother.
Well, what's the plan here?
I'm gonna sit right here. Like I said, if you want the candles, if you want this lighter,
I don't need to take anything. I simply asked what you're doing out here, right?
You can go throw it away if you would like to. You don't have to. I'll throw it away on my way out.
That'd be appreciated. That'd be appreciated. I'm not asking you to leave.
Right.
Nobody's telling you to leave.
No issue here. There's nothing.
I was simply asking what you were doing out here. I see candles there, right?
Like I'm doing out here. What would you be doing out here if your friend died? What would you be doing?
I don't know who your friend is. I don't know about that.
Everybody's my fucking friend.
Okay, well, I don't know about that.
I'm a human being just like you.
Okay.
So you want to write me a ticket? Cool.
I'm not writing you a ticket.
Well, then,
I was simply trying to identify you.
I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with you. I'm not. You already done pissed me off.
Okay.
You already took it too far. You still won't turn off the fucking light.
I'm not going to turn off my light till I'm done here.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. If you ain't got nothing to say to me, I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Are you able to identify him just by pulling up his address or contacts? Yeah? Okay. We'll go that route.
Following this incident, this footage went viral, subsequently causing the Longview Police Department to initiate a review and internal investigation. Officer Mora was issued a warning letter by the department stating that he violated the policy and was a part of unnecessary escalation. It also stated that Officer Mora lacked emotional intelligence. However, Mr. Owens was not satisfied with this warning and had expected a much fairer accountability procedure. It is unknown if he took any legal action against Officer Mora. If you think this was the last entitled cop who got humbled, then probably you aren't aware of this next case.
All right, you working? You see you got a ladder in the back. You working somewhere?
Yes, sir.
You got a driver's license on you just so I can identify you?
Have I done something illegal?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with. Make sure.
Fourth Amendment right not to show that to you.
Well, if I'm making contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor or felony.
Okay. Well, sir, here's the deal. I was called on you, okay? For a suspicious vehicle, you said yourself you don't live over here, you have a purpose. What's your purpose? Is the purpose legal or illegal?
This is Officer Haynes from the Blanchard Police Department. On March 22nd, 2019, Kenneth Grants was sitting inside his parked car somewhere outside a house on Summer Valley Road, Blanchard, Oklahoma. He was waiting for that house's roof to be inspected since he is an insurance adjuster. Mr. Grants had access to the property through the permission provided by the homeowner. After waiting in his car for more than 15 minutes, he was reached out by Officer Haynes. Watch how the interaction unravels.
How's it going, man? You live over here, or what's we doing over here? I've had a couple people call in on you.
Okay. Am I doing something illegal?
Well, no, they're just calling on you saying that I don't recognize a truck in the area. So, my duty to check and see if you live over here or what's going on.
I live over here. I'm here for a purpose.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. You working? You see you got a ladder in the back. You working somewhere?
Yes, sir.
You got a driver's license on you just so I can identify you?
Have I done something illegal?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with. Make sure.
Fourth Amendment right not to show that to you.
Well, if I'm making contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor or felony.
Okay. Well, sir, here's the deal. I was called on you, okay? For a suspicious vehicle, you said yourself you don't live over here, you have a purpose. What's your purpose? Is the purpose legal or illegal?
That's for you to determine.
Okay. So for me to determine that, I need to see your ID.
How is my ID going to determine whether I'm?
Well, it helps to let you
illegally
know
or
who I'm
not
dealing
illegally?
with. Let you know who I'm dealing with.
But my name doesn't tell you whether I'm.
Yeah, it will tell me like if I don't know if you belong over here. You said you don't, so I don't know if someone over here's got a VPO or something against you. And if you got your ID
Did
or
I say
something.
I didn't belong over here?
You said you had purpose.
I don't live over here.
Okay.
Okay. I do belong.
Okay.
Here.
All right.
So that's as far as I'm willing to take it.
So you're not willing to give me your ID?
I don't have any reason to.
Okay. Well, do you have a reason for being over here?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can I know that reason?
No.
Okay.
It's not none of your business.
Well, it is my business if you're planning on breaking into something, which I don't know if you are or not.
Make that determination whether you feel I'm going to break into something.
Well, that's why I want to identify you to help me figure out the determination.
How is my identifying?
Okay, because if I identify you and I run your check and it says you've been arrested 5 times for burglary, then I'm going to go a little bit further. If it's nothing, I'm just going to identify you, kick you loose, have a good day.
What suspicion of a crime do you think that have committed, about to commit, or
5 check me sharp 502 over here. So I have a call for service.
I understand.
Okay. I've had multiple.
You're doing your
I've
job.
had multiple calls. And so if you're not from here, I'm not sure if you are or not, because I don't know who you are. Okay.
My plate's right back there. I'm sure you can run it.
Yeah. Okay. So is that how you want me to identify you, through your plate?
If that's what you have.
Are you the owner of the vehicle?
Do you suspect that I'm not?
I have no reason to believe you are.
Well, I'm sitting in a truck in front of a house, waiting.
For what?
My keys right here.
Okay.
That's none of your business.
It is my business.
No, it's not. Why is it your business?
Because I want to make sure you're not going to break into any of these houses or anything like that.
Do I look like
Do you have a date of birth then? Because I have to run it with a name and date of birth.
I'm not going to answer that question.
So you're telling me how I should do my job, but yet you're not allowing me to do my job.
I'm standing up for my rights.
And I understand that, like I said.
I haven't done
but
anything wrong.
I'm doing my job,
Okay,
conducting an investigation.
I haven't committed a crime. I'm sitting here in front of a house, which is perfectly legal.
Well, you're not completely on the roadway there, sir.
Okay, has anybody asked me to move?
Do they have to ask you to move? It's private property?
Okay, but there's also a public easement right here.
Oh, it is a public, because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so it's a public easement?
No, the side of the road is.
Oh, because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so therefore make a city easement of a city road, right?
What are you trying to accomplish?
What I'm trying to, all I want to do,
I'm
sir,
not
is
gonna give
identify
my
you.
ID.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't done anything illegal.
Okay. Well, then
you understand that by not identifying yourself appropriately as requested by the officer is illegal.
It's obstruction.
That's a secondary charge, okay? I have to be, for you to ID me from the state of Oklahoma, okay, I have to be suspected of committing a crime, about to commit a crime.
Well, you are committing a crime, you're trespassing.
Officer Haynes accuses Mr. Grants of trespassing. According to the law, the trespassing crime is only valid if some individual enters someone else's property without their permission. However, in this case, Mr. Grant had already sought permission from the owner of the house or premises they were seeking to work on. Officer Haynes later returns to his car and calls his attorney friend, where he confirms if Mr. Haynes is liable to identify himself. The attorney replies that he isn't liable to do so unless the cops have a reasonable suspicion. Observe what happens next.
Somebody has called in that you're shut up. Somebody has called in.
You don't tell me to shut up.
I'll tell you what I want to tell you.
Okay, you're not going to tell me to shut up. I'm
Somebody called us
48.
I don't care how old you are.
You're not going to sit there and tell me to shut up.
Here's the deal, man.
There is no deal.
I'm trying to explain to you what gives us the right. You're telling me that we don't have the right? I'm explaining to you how we have the right.
You don't have a right to get your ID if I've done nothing wrong.
I'm trying to explain to you why we have the right to get your ID.
You don't have it.
I'm trying to explain to you why I have it. Okay, will you listen to me? There is a call that somebody placed to our police department of a suspicious vehicle and person inside that vehicle. We therefore have the right to come investigate that.
Okay,
By that being the case, we are here investigating that, and in order and part of that investigation, we can identify you and request your identification.
You may ask all you want.
And you are also required by law.
I am not required by law.
Upon request.
If I show you the state statute that you're required to do that, will you give me your ID?
Absolutely. Show me the statute.
Give me 1 second. Okay. He's gonna get out and come back here and talk to us?
No, she just said you're arresting, and he's been videoing this whole time.
I know you've been videoing
Answer questions. Go ahead and just lock me up.
What are you arresting him for?
I don't know. Not very long.
What are you arresting him for? What are you arresting him for?
Huh?
He hasn't violated really a crime yet, so not
Are you investigating a crime or possible crime?
Possibly.
Okay,
Suspicious
he's
vehicle.
obstructing an officer from doing his duty, right?
Okay.
Said you're meeting somebody here in a few
The
minutes?
officer has a legal right to make contact with you based on a call.
And I don't
And
have
you're
to
obstructing
answer
that.
questions.
I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Okay? I don't care if you record me.
This whole interaction.
We
I
are
don't
ours
care.
are recorded
Okay,
too.
you're obstructing an officer from doing his duty. So now you're under arrest, unless you want to cooperate. Okay? That's the way it goes. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Would you like to explain the address and the time on the folder inside your vehicle with the camera?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Look,
How are you
man.
going to identify yourself?
I don't answer questions.
Look, man.
They didn't ask a question. Hey.
Can you please take your hands out of your pockets for me? Thank you.
Look, all I'm trying to do, man, if you're PI, no big deal. We'll get out of your hair. We gotta confirm who you are, make sure, especially with the camera car, make sure you're not doing peep and Tom stuff, okay?
Not a PI. So the only thing you can have a camera for is if you
No.
if you're a PI.
No, that's not what I'm saying, sir.
Insurance adjusters
sir,
aren't allowed to have
Are
a
you an
camera
insurance adjuster?
to take photographs of damage and stuff.
Are you an insurance adjuster?
I possibly might be.
Okay, do you have any proof of that?
Okay, but I mean,
I'm
why
just
do I have to
saying.
answer questions?
I'm
I'm
just-
here for a legal reason.
We got a call.
I'm
Can I
not.
get
I'm just
your
not
date of
answering
birth?
questions.
Can I get your date of birth?
You're failing to
I don't
identify
have
yourself.
to by law.
You
I
are
have the
failing-
Fifth Amendment right
You are failing to
not to
identify
answer
yourself.
questions.
You
What
have to
law have I
identify
broken?
yourself.
What law have I broken to
Is
identify
there anybody
myself?
at this house? Let's see if there's anybody at this house.
What law have I done?
Turn around and turn right back for a second. You're in place investigative detention, okay? You're in investigative detention at this time. You understand
I
that?
hope all your body cameras are on.
They are, sir. Do you understand that? I said you're in.
Just said
What did I say?
that I'm under investigative detention.
Okay. What does that mean?
I'm being detained.
Okay. So you're being detained.
I understand what that means.
All right. So
There's a difference between an arrest and a detainment.
there is. There is. You are correct. If you're an insurance adjuster, that's fine. We'll identify you. We'll make sure you're at the right house and kick you loose. Not a big deal, bro.
Well, the folder for this house is sitting right there. And the homeowner's not home, so she doesn't. If she,
Do you have the homeowner's name that I can contact? Make sure you're supposed to be here.
yeah, but that's none of your business.
Okay, that's
As a matter of fact, if you want to go talk to that neighbor right there, he has the garage door to let me into the house so I can get a photograph of the inside of that garage door.
That's all you had to say from the beginning, man.
I don't have to tell you that. Don't you guys understand what my rights are?
Nobody said you have to tell us that. What we said is that you have to identify
I
yourself.
do not.
You
I
do
haven't
have to
broken a
identify
crime.
yourself. But we are here investigating whether or not you have. We have reason
You
to
have
believe.
every right
Listen
to
to me.
investigate.
Stop interrupting. You asked for my respect. I'm asking for yours in return. Okay? We are investigating because somebody called a suspicious vehicle and person in that vehicle. Okay? I'm not done talking. Within that investigation, we can identify you by getting your identification. You are required because we are investigating that you may be committing a crime, and therefore you must identify yourself.
What crime?
Trespassing.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay, sir.
To be trespassed,
Keeping
I have to be
time
asked to
for
leave.
all we know. Okay,
And that's
for all
you
we
guys
know.
to determine.
That's right, and
That's
in doing that,
part
we
of
have
your
to identify you.
investigation. No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
No. You can ask for my identification. I am not legally required to give it to you.
Except that you.
No, I'm not. My attorney has told me so.
I don't care what your attorney told you. You have to
I do.
identify yourself because we're
My
investigating
rights
a
are
possible
important to me.
crime.
My rights are important to me.
A possible crime is being investigated.
Okay, what crime?
I just told you two.
Okay, if then arrest me for those two crimes.
We're investigating that. We haven't determined that you've committed those crimes.
I haven't committed
However,
any crime.
we have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Can you look in?
I have a Fourth Amendment right not to tell you.
Helpful to any of the owners. You can make contact with their custody buddy.
Address for that.
Mr. Grants was handcuffed as the cops proceeded to interrogate the matter. Later, a neighbor testified to Mr. Grants' claim of being permitted to work at that house for a roof inspection. No citations were issued to Mr. Grants despite the police chief's will to cite him. Mr. Grants filed a formal complaint and a lawsuit against the officers and the city. It is reported that Mr. Grants received a settlement in return. If you think he was the only rude cop who got what he deserved, wait until you watch this next case.
Not now. Come on. You're under arrest. I said you're under arrest. Get the f*** over here. Get your motherfuckers over here. Hands on the car. Hands on the car.
I got brown dope. Keep your hands on the hood. I got a lot on me. Benefit. Crossway. Look at my book.
This is Drew Thomas. The police was called on him at a convenience store in Memphis after he was accused of knocking over items and causing a disruption. One of the attending officers had had a prior encounter with him earlier that day, having had to take him to a mental health institution. Thomas's medical bills suggested that he might suffer from bipolar disorder or schizophrenia.
I was trying to go to work.
Have you ever even had a real job?
Downtown.
Okay. Yeah, you about to have some work downtown. Hands behind your back, you're under arrest. Hang on to those for me, please. This way.
Where we going?
Jail.
For what?
Vandalism.
What I vandalized?
The inside of the store.
What I do?
You vandalized the inside of the store. Sit.
Oh, I did. I bought some coffee.
Good. Sit.
My heavy.
No, sit.
Why not?
Because I said so. Put your feet in.
Pizza.
Eat it.
Lobotomy sounding nicer, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. Sure is.
If you need a rip hop, we can rip hop.
No.
Are you sure?
One male black in custody. Oh. Kick my car again, I'm gonna foam you. You understand me? I will spray the out of you. You worthless piece of incestuous.
Officer Skelton, who had taken Thomas to the institute earlier that day, resorted to treating the suspect in a derogatory manner just because he thought he could. He called him all sorts of names and was deliberately violent towards him.
Suck my. Come again?
I threw his matches away.
Sounds good. I told him I was going to spray him. 774. Suspect's kicking my car door. I am deploying my pepper foam. I'm trying.
Thomas started kicking the door of the cruiser in agitation and was warned by Skelton not to do it again. When he did, the officer pepper sprayed him 4 times. It was excessive and gave the impression that Skelton had simply been waiting for a chance to do that.
I know this hangs at the door.
Yeah.
I'll hold him on the other side.
Good luck. Nope.
Lock it.
No. You kick me, you get it again.
No, sir. May you let the window down?
For you? Hell no. Not after that. You gonna make me have to treat you like that after I tried to be good to you the first time, tried to take you somewhere to get you some help, then you gonna make me be an asshole and now you gonna ask me for a favor? I don't think so. .774 Rip Hobble secure. You want me to roll the window down? I probably should.
He was calling you sir at the end of that, though.
Yeah, he was. He was.
You just gotta act crazy with him, then it'll calm down. By doing that, it'll calm down now.
I hope so. We'll get some overtime out of this,
I've never
gentlemen.
seen someone spray someone before.
It's the first time I've used the foam.
I bet that's still not.
I hope so.
After pepper spraying Thomas and restraining him further, Officer Skelton still refused to roll down the window so Thomas could get some air. This is despite the fact that the law required him to do so.
I phoned him.
Good.
Got both of them.
I phoned the fuck out of him.
I'm gonna have my thing on now.
That's fine. I phoned the fuck out of him. I'll tell the camera I phoned the fuck out of him. I told him I was gonna phone the fuck out of him.
And then he started kicking again. I'm like, you gonna do it? He's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, oh shit. Here we go.
He kicked the door. I said, if you do it again, I'm gonna phone you. He did it again, so I phoned him.
Okay. Fine with me.
We ripped hobbled his ass.
Yeah, and he's rip hobbled now. And now he's calling me sir.
Yeah, and now he's being real respectful.
Here's the thing. I know you're gonna need to weigh it.
Oh, you got his name and stuff?
Oh yeah, Biddick's working on the ticket right now. I told him.
You did give him a fair warning? Yeah, when he started kicking, I turned my body cam on.
Shockingly enough, when the lieutenant arrived at the scene, rather than correct Skelton, he seemed supportive of this abusive behavior. All the officers present then conspired to charge Thomas with felony vandalism, even though they had no evidence.
So do you need my explanation for the arrest ticket? No? Okay.
What are you charging him with? How many of these?
Okay. He says he's got enough for felony vandalism.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. I'll make it happen. As long as
Sounds good.
Well as disorderly, and he's actually barred from here. He's on the
Do ag trespass.
ag trespass.
Yeah, do ag trespass.
So we are for sure gonna have a felony on this thing?
The cops lied on the police report, inflating the amount of damaged goods and claiming damage to the vehicle. An investigation was opened and Officer Skelton was forced to resign after word of his misbehavior came into the light. This cop is terrible and a disgrace to the police force. But what happens when a whole chief of police is just as bad?
Huh? You want to treat the black people like this. Watch this.
All right, we're rolling on your side. Easy, easy, easy.
Watch this. Watch how you guys...
You got a couple more knives.
Yeah, I got one more knife.
Where is it?
I just showed you. It's right here.
All right.
It's right here.
Don't roll too.
No, don't go in there. It's right there in my pocket. You just see the black piece in this fork. In my pocket. You don't feel that? You don't feel that?
Okay.
You don't feel that, right? Don't worry. Watch how they treat these black people. Watch this. It's all on camera. I will have your job. Yeah, I'm allowed to have my phones too.
You can have your phones.
Yeah, I'm allowed to have all
There's
that.
no more knives.
There's no more
I believe you, but I still
Now
have
get
to
off
make
me.
sure.
Now get the fuck up off me. I'm allowed to have my knives in. I'm allowed to have my phones in. This is how y'all want to treat black people? Y'all want to harass black people? Don't worry about it.
All right. We're going to stand you up, all right?
I can get up on my own.
Well, I want to help you because you
I don't need help. I can get up on my own. I did this. I did this. I get up on my own. Okay. So go on with it, boy. Don't worry about it.
He wanted to fight me with this in his hands.
Never wanted to fight you with that in my hand. Look at you talking about. Now you're harassing me. Now you're violating my rights.
Here, over this way.
Now you're violating my rights. Get me out of here.
This is Isaiah Bowman Thomas, who on the 3rd of July 2022 challenged the Elmira chief of police to a fight and threatened him with a knife. Thomas was arrested and handcuffed, but the issue laid with someone who had recorded the whole incident.
I phoned him and I didn't work with him.
When did you start recording?
When you pulled your gun
When
on
I pull
him?
my gun out on him?
Yep.
Good, because they still have the knife in his hands.
Well,
I'm gonna need their information.
I was gonna say no. I didn't record. I didn't record
Can
nothing.
you check
of it,
that,
though.
please? Make sure you don't record this evidential effects, because I don't have a camera on my car and I don't have a body cam.
Well, you should.
But it's evidence. So if you
No.
caught him with a knife in his hand,
I did not.
That would help me with my
I did
criminal
not.
case.
I just said I did not.
Can we check?
Then what's the point of this?
No. Why are you
If you
filming?
didn't have it. If the whole point is to get evidence for a criminal matter.
What if I was doing it for the benefit of you and now y'all are coming at me with
I am. I know. Can I have the video for the benefit
No,
of
you
it?
cannot because it's.
So
this
you're
is-
not doing it for the benefit of
This is
me.
not my phone.
It doesn't matter.
You're in possession of
It does.
it. No, it doesn't,
That's
man.
not my car. I'm in control of it. It's the City of Elmira's car.
Good. Can I have it?
No.
There's no reason for you to have it.
Touche.
I mean.
The chief, Anthony Alvarez, approached the woman and asked her questions about when she started recording. He also attempted to get the video from her, claiming he needed it as evidence.
Anyway, so we're going to get your name because you're witnesses to this. I have to for my UPR.
No, you don't.
Or illegal, yet you guys are not even remotely
Yo, neither
cooperating
did
with us.
I.
But the state.
I did not do anything.
No, but you're not cooperating in a criminal investigation. That's ridiculous. It'd be one thing if you just walked by.
All
and you-
I did
But
was
you're blatantly
see-
here.
All I did was see something
What did you see?
happen.
Oh, something. So then what's the point of, so just nothing. You just saw nothing.
Yo, yeah, get the f out of here.
Miss?
This is no, this
Hey,
is no.
stop,
Whoa,
stop. Don't approach her.
Get out of my car.
We're not in your car.
The cops continued to harass the woman while claiming that she was the one harassing them. They invaded her space and kept trying to get past her to the car. They demanded her phone without a subpoena and at some point even attempted to forcibly snatch it.
Back off or you're going to jail. We're not getting in your car.
You're not going to tell me to get away from my car.
Please back away from us.
Right. There's no reason to approach
Please
the chief
back away
like that.
from my
I have
car.
every right to look at cars. It's called V&T.
Okay, I'm going to go look at your car then, all right?
You're not identifying yourself, so I'm going to use your vehicle.
You're not
as
identifying
a
yourself
potential-
either. Neither one of you have
Alvernaz,
identified.
Alvernaz, 4588.
Okay, cool.
So I am going to identify you. You are a potential witness.
Okay.
In a criminal matter, and
Okay.
now apparently you want to say that the police are abusing their power.
Well, get out of here,
I'm
man.
not. We don't need that.
You don't want
You
that,
don't-
Ben?
I
It's
just need
not
your
this.
name.
It's
are
not-
You are going to give us, if this is your vehicle.
I have no problem giving you my name. That's not what
then
you
do
all
so.
started. That's not what
If
you
you don't
even
want to
started.
give us the video, we will subpoena it if we need to later. That
Go
is fine.
ahead.
And if you destroy it, it's evidence and it's a felony. So you cannot delete the video. I'm telling you that now. Is that being
It's
recorded?
not. It's not.
So
my
is all
fault.
her
Do
actions.
not if you delete the video, you are destroying evidence, which is a felony in New York State. Okay?
Okay.
You filmed me taking my gun out.
No,
and
I did
pointing it
not.
at him.
I did not.
You've already
film
admitted it.
that.
You said you
I
did.
I
You've already
said
did
I've
it.
seen it with my eyes.
Well,
I
you could've
didn't record it.
And don't wave your
I
fist
didn't-
at me again.
I didn't.
You wave your fist at me again, I'm going to arrest you.
I didn't wave my fist at you.
Well,
Watch
so-
freaking. Yeah, I said this.
That's two.
Oh my God! Get a f***ing grip,
Give
bro.
me your driver's license and your registration
No,
because
I
you drove
am
this
not.
car.
No,
the
I'm
f-
not.
You ain't. You're giving it to me because
Whoa,
you have to.
Whoa.
You don't have a
Whoa.
choice but to
What did
identify
I?
yourself.
What
You
did
have
I
to
do?
identify yourself.
What did I do?
You drove a car. Let me see your driver's license
What did-
to make
what-
sure that
what-
you are a registered driver.
Okay.
You inserted yourself into the situation, man.
No.
We
no.
did nothing to you.
No.
That's fine.
We had nothing to do with you until you inserted yourself and started filming. Okay? So now, guess what?
Listen,
inserted
you need to
yourself into
lose
a
the
police-
attitude because I was going to start being cooperative with you until you tell me to give me my
license,
give me
registration,
my-
insurance card, please.
No.
Yes.
Get out of your mind. I will
Then you will
gladly.
be under arrest for
Listen,
obstruction.
I will gladly give you my license. I have to get in the car to get it.
Then
Where
go
is
ahead
it?
and do that, please.
In
I'm
my-
not retrieving it, but just
It's in my bag.
that black one right there?
No, the one back there.
Okay, go ahead and retrieve it.
Oh, Jesus. You know that's a gift.
This?
That's a gift for my boyfriend.
We'll give it back. It's just we're holding it for safety right now.
That's fine with me. My blue bag is right here.
Okay.
Come on. Okay, I can't get it.
She should not be reaching into the car.
She gave her permission to. She gave her permission to. I heard it. She's kept an eye on it.
We ain't doing nothing like y'all are thinking, so just
For some reason, you want
cooperating at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
The sooner we get your ID, the sooner we leave.
I'm working on
Okay.
it. I just got my bag up here. Good music. Man, I got stuff that's melting. Poop. There you are, sir, ma'am, sirs. Sorry, that's a joke that I do. That's bad joke timing. Bad timing.
The woman was eventually allowed to leave after showing her ID and having a conversation with the cops. It was obvious that they were worried about possible backlash from their actions if the video on the phone got out. If not, why else would they have been so invested?